Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Wonder Woman figure from the Justice League movie that was put out by Figuarts. We're going to go ahead and get into it real quick. I've had this figure for a while, and man, you know how time gets. I just haven't got a chance to open her up and just kind of see what all she comes with. I previously had the Maifix Batman vs Superman Wonder Woman, but I sold it off just because I really just wasn't happy with it. You know, there was paint bleeds on her legs, and the face was just real too cartoony. And the paint was just kind of real soft around the eyes. I mean, I just wasn't happy with it. So I actually sold it and put it towards buying this. And right off, I know it's not Gal Gadot's face. A lot of people says, man, that face is not hers. I get it. But you know what? I still think by looking at it on preview pictures and stuff, I think it might be the best Wonder Woman figure we have right now. That's what I try to usually do, is I don't try to get too many of the same figure. I try to always just, you know, upgrade as I can go. So who knows, there might be a better one that comes out later, but let's go ahead and take a look at the box. The front of the box is the basic SH Figuarts that we usually always see with a window. On the front, there's a picture here of the figure. It's kind of a really faded looking picture. I'm surprised for the front of the box that the picture's not bad, but just the quality of the picture is. But anyway, let's take a look at the top of the box. I mean, it could be the printing of it and stuff too, where it was stored, I don't know. The top, we got the Wonder Woman logo. Bottom, let's just get the focus. There we go. Wonder Woman there as well. And on the side, you have a concept picture. And on this side, just says Wonder Woman. And then on the back, you know, there's some cool pictures that we saw for the previews and stuff when they released it. So I'm kind of excited to get this figure out of the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at her outside the box. And this is Wonder Woman out of the package. And like I said, you know, looking at it right off, man, I really like this figure a lot more than the Maifix one that I had. I'm really glad that I upgraded, at least I say I upgraded to this figure. But like I said, the likeness, I mean, there's certain angles if you look at it, especially if you turn profile, that it does actually look like Gal Gadot. But either way, I mean, the other figure didn't look like it or either. I mean, there was softness to it that kind of did a little bit, but it wasn't her either. But either way, I think this is a better figure. There's a couple things right off bat that I noticed. The red up here is more of a kind of burgundy, and this is kind of more of a bright red. You know, nothing huge, but that's a little different. Don't know if that was like that in the movie, but that's just one thing that stands out real quick to me as first. But we'll get into the articulation and stuff of the figure in a second, but let's go ahead and look at what she comes with. Speaking of faces, she comes with this extra face here. Let me try to get close without, there we go. And it's kind of a grimace, angry face, I guess you could call it. But anyway, what happens with these figures is that this face, the other face that's on it, slips out the front, and then this one just pushes into it. So it's not a full head sculpt change out, but you know, it'd been cool if we could have got two different ones, because there's limitations on the one that's on there now with the hair. It would be cool if we had one where the hair was kind of blowing back, but either way, I mean, I'm still happy with it. I'll probably keep the one face that's on there, but it's cool they added that. And she came with multiple different hands, so we'll go ahead and just show all the hands at once. You know, open palm, closed hand, you know, just vice versa for whatever hand is opposite of whatever you're using. She came with, of course, her sword. And I think it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of detail on the blade, and it's kind of a cool light blue and golden at the tip of it, but it's pretty cool. I think the other sword with those Maifix might have been bigger, but you know, this is a different movie too, so maybe the sword was changed a little bit movie to movie. You know how they sometimes do that, and it's like, well, hey, that's supposed to be something that never changes, but they change it anyway. And then she comes with her lasso of truth. I'll put my hand right there. And this is just made to kind of hook on her side. It doesn't come apart or nothing, but it's kind of cool. It's cool they added the variants of it. And then also it came with this. I'll get back farther, get focus. There we go. And it's kind of, I guess, where you can have it kind of pulled together close to her, and then, you know, have this hooked and wrapped around somebody. The Maifix one that I had before was just a loop, and then it was kind of long, and then it was just to another loop. So it kind of didn't really ever serve purpose. But with this one, it kind of be cool. You could take pictures and stuff, and it's got some kind of a bend to it. I'm going to see if there's a wire in this. No, there's not a wire, but, you know, it could still, it's got enough there where you could wrap around somebody. And then she comes with her shield. And this shield is different too. I think there's supposed to be something right here. Like I said, if I had to a picture for reference. I think there's supposed to be something here, but maybe the shield changed too in the movie. But it really seems like there's like a, maybe, I might be thinking about the old cartoon, like a bird, or it's like there's supposed to be like a circle or something in the middle here. And this shield's smaller than the Maifix one too, I've noticed. But a lot of cool details here. You know, the different gold and the brown wrapped, and I like how they kind of did two here and then one that actually would keep it on her arm. The Maifix one I had just had one and one, and it always used to slip down off her arm even when her hand was holding on to it. So just look at the figure close up, and like I said, I mean, I think it's really great. I mean, there's a lot of detail in her hair and in her outfit. Like I said, there's a color variance of the reds from her corset, and I guess that's what you call it, corset, and her shin guards and stuff on her boots. But I think overall, I mean, it's pretty cool though. I mean, I'm happy with it. I think it's better than the one I had before. You know, that metallic on her skirt and stuff, I mean, it looks really cool. And I mean, there's a lot of cool detail if you look how the light hits her hair and stuff. I mean, it's done really good. So let's get her a little bit closer up to the camera. And like I said, I mean, she's kind of in there. I mean, like you said, if you turn it from the side, I mean, there's more of a profile that does look like her. But I think it still looks pretty cool. Like I said, let's go ahead and look at the articulation of this. And right off, I mean, you're going to be limited because it's hair. It's a hard mold. And, you know, she crunches down into her chest about that far. That's about as far as you're going to get it. And then back, you know, that's about as far as it's going to go because of this hair on the back. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I do like how that stays like that. It'd just been cool if we had an option difference. But, you know, it's not horrible. There's a little bit of a gap that shows right here where the face comes off. And I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that. It's, well, wait a second. Here. And I decided not to pull the face off. As I was doing it more and more, and then I got it off, but then when I put it back on, there's even more of a gap. It doesn't seed right back into it. So we're just going to leave that alone. But anyway, it's pretty cool. She comes with a strap here across her chest, and down here onto her side, right here, this hook. Let me see. With this hook down here on her side, it comes with the lasso of truth thing. And that hook's pretty cool. It looks nice. And then, you know, you got, this is a soft rubber material for her legs. You know, it goes all the way around, of course. But, you know, sometimes there was one Wonder Woman figure I had a while back that the front part, you know, stuff was soft, but then the back part was like a hard plastic. It was really weird. But though, let's take a look at the articulation in the arms. Let's use her left arm because you can see it more. But let's see. She's, I mean, fully goes back all the way, you know, 360. You know, no issues there. And let me see, that's about as high up as her arm goes. It just stops there with that joint. I understand why they did it. You know, if you look here, I have the Figuarts Thanos too, and you know, it kind of gives, I guess, some people call it like a butterfly joint where, you know, it makes it where the arm can go out and move in a little bit more. You know, of course, they were able to hide it better with Thanos because he has a shirt, but right here, it's a little odd, but I get it, so we can actually have where you could do stuff and move her. You know, let's see if we can do the crossed arm thing. Yeah. If I forced it, she could do it more, but that's pretty cool. I mean, I think really she looks great on camera, and I mean the lighting and stuff that's right here on her. I mean, you just see a lot of detail. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm really happy with her. So let's take a look at her leg. She kicks out. It doesn't stay though, but she could kick out about that far. But the skirt, the rubber pushes it back in. And she's got a double joint of the knee, so it goes about that far. And there's a gap right here in the ankle. It'd been cool if they could have painted the front part of that red as well. I have the Harlequin, and it's the same way. Her boots are made halfway in her leg and then down here, but I mean, it's not horrible. This is hidden a lot better than Harlequin is, but it's not bad. But overall, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Trying to look, it doesn't look like there's anywhere on her back that her shield can go. Can't really tell, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there wouldn't be nothing up underneath the hair because then it would be completely pointless. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with her. Like I said, it was a lot better than the Maifix figure, and like I said, you know, it's not spot on at all of her, but there's angles. You know, you could angle her like that. Looks pretty good. I mean, that looks like her. But anyway, let's go ahead and put her beside some other figures and just see how she matches up. So let's go ahead and size her up with some other figures. Let's go ahead and put her with the SH Figuarts Harlequin. Harlequin's gonna be a little bit taller than her. I've got to stand on her just because of her boots. She just likes to keep falling over. But you know, I mean, of course, same company. They measure up pretty great. Let's go ahead and throw on the other side of her over here the Maifix Deadshot. And yeah, I think Gal Gadot is actually pretty tall, but I mean, she's not huge tall, but you know, I'm not sure about Will Smith's height. I'm sure he's probably 6'2", 6'3", you know, maybe a little bit taller, but not too much. So I think it looks pretty good with that. Let's go ahead and try some other brands. Let's throw in here on this side over here, the Multiverse Tactical Batman. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Not too bad. And let's see. I'll grab this one over here because it's just sitting. The Black Widow, Infinity War. And I would say she scales good with Marvel Legends. You know, usually SH Figuarts usually does a pretty decent job on that. Maifix usually runs a little smaller, like the Deadshot figure I think is kind of small for the size of the character. So, and one, I know it's going to be out of scale completely, but I haven't messed with this figure too much, but I gotta do the DC Films Armor Batman. And he's a very cool figure, but he's definitely a lot larger. I think he's more on the NECA or Diamond Select figure size, about 7 inches. So anyway, I'm really happy with the figure. I'm glad you know, like I said, I feel I upgraded from the Maifix figure. And if there's another one that comes out that's better, I'll pick it up. So. But hey, yeah, overall, I think I'm pretty happy. You know, like I said, I feel like I upgraded for a figure from the Maifix. And if another one comes out that's better, I'll pick that one up and maybe sell and trade this one in or keep it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, do me a favor. Like this video. If you enjoy this content, comment down below. Let me know. And hey, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell beside it so you don't miss any of my videos. I have a lot of giveaways that I do monthly, and I don't want you to miss out on any of those. You need to be a subscriber to qualify. So anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.